What's your thoughts on EMDs for local? So EMDs are exact match domains, which is a domain name that has the exact keyword in the domain. So it would be something like bestdogtoys.com, right? So best dog toys is an exact keyword, an exact money keyword that you'd want to rank for. So what are your thoughts on using domains like this for local? So that would be like dogtoyshouston.com, right?
Sure.
So yeah, what do you think about using EMDs?
Well, you wrote the case study and released it yesterday, so go ahead and take it.
Yeah, we actually, I guess I'll go ahead and pull that up. Yeah, so I actually just released this case study yesterday. Let's get that off the screen. So basically, we did link building for a site over the period of about 4 months, and the site was an EMD, and yeah, we ranked the hell out of it. We got it to number 1 in 4 months. Started on page 6, and we got it to number 1. Was not a local site, but the moral of the story, the reason I'm showing you the case study, is that EMDs are still, wildly useful for ranking anything. Doesn't matter what it is, local or not. EMDs can be great. If you need like more proof other than me saying it, you can just go to Google and type in basically any service and location and look at the first page of the SERPs.
If you're in the Austin area, I've had the same website
Austin
ranking
plumber
for years now, roundrockroofer.com. No effort, haven't touched it in years, and it's still there in the map pack.
So when you look at, so we're looking at like Austin plumber right now, just one SERP. Let me zoom in so you can see a little bit better. So yeah, let's go ahead and look. Clark Kent Plumbing, so it's got one keyword, not an EMD. Brad P. Plumbing. Austin Plumbers, here we go right here. What's their
Not there.
whatever. Got some big
there's a way to
sites here.
steal those.
Clark Kent Plumbing, Radiant Plumbing, Angie's List, Home Advisor, Daniels Austin, More Plumbing, Sand Plumbing, your Austin community. So basically you can see that we actually saw no EMDs on the first page for this. In EMD for this SERP would actually be like austinplumbing.com or whatever, or something similar like that. But an exact match. So we didn't actually see one on page 1. We saw PMDs, which are partial match domains, which means they just have like plumbing in the name, or this one down here had just Austin in the name. Yeah, and there's definitely an advantage to using PMDs over EMDs, and that is that they give you more room to expand, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, so Daniels Austin, so they can go after a ton of Austin-based keywords that are not just plumbing, right? Or this Radiant Plumbing, they could go after plumbing keywords in 50 different cities instead of just Austin, if you had the EMD for austinplumbing.com. So it basically gives you a lot of room more room for expansion and growth rather than kind of kneecapping you in a sense of going just after the EMD. So when would you actually want to use an EMD over a PMD, exact match, instead of a partial match?
If it's more of a sniper site, I guess, and you know exactly what you're going after and what you're targeting. If you're just going after plumbing in Austin and that's the only job you're going to do for the foreseeable future, then it makes sense to have an EMD.
Yeah, the problem with that is you don't really never know the future, right? Foreseeable future. I've definitely messed up myself, where I've went with like an EMD and it just didn't allow me to expand, and then I just had to, basically start a new website. But yeah, if you got a small budget.
Well, yeah, but granted, having said that, it's like, let's take danielsaustin.com, for example. He's all about plumbing, but, Daniels Austin, you could build subdomains to multiple different geographic areas, and I bet it wouldn't really give you an issue just because Austin is in the URL. in the main URL there.
Yeah, just a little bit,
It's just
it'll
people
definitely be a
might
little
be
more because then you're going subdomains instead of, just on the root or whatever. And I mean, you can
You
do it.
can,
You
yeah.
can.
It's not ideal. And then you'd have to consider things like click-through rate. I mean, if somebody sees an Austin plumber show up in Georgia somewhere, then probably less likely they'd be interested in clicking on that.
Yeah. So, if I was using the situations I would use EMDs for local is if A, it was a super high competition niche. B, I truly had no plans of expanding,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew it for certain, which is hard to say. Or, C, if if I had a small budget and I really needed to get this thing ranked. Because, using an EMD like we did on our case study, it was a very, Ahrefs ranked it as, hard keyword difficulty. And, we're talking about, 4K, 4,000 search volume per month. And what the EMD allowed us to do was to, if we scroll down to the bottom, you can see this is us at the top here. We've only got 99 referring domains. Number 2 has over 2,000 referring domains. So the EMD allowed us to basically beat all these other sites out, minus these couple low ones right here, with a pretty considerably less amount of links. So if my budget was small and it was competitive and I really needed to rank this thing, they can still be wildly
And there's
successful.
.gov in this SERP too that it's beating out.
Yeah, these were .govs right here.
Yeah, which is wild. But definitely shows the power of an EMD.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.